For those of you who are not aware, I actually have a Patreon account set up. Now, what exactly is a Patreon account? Patreon's a website that creates a kind of easy way of supporting your favorite content creators for anybody who actually takes the time to set up an account. Now, there's probably a bunch of you that didn't even realize I have this thing set up, and that's a lot to do with my fault since I don't really advertise it very much. A lot of it just comes from feeling kind of guilty taking money, but at the same time, I do actually need it. And I'm one of those little struggles, but I probably should have it more in light. I think I'll start adding it at the bottom of video descriptions and just small things like that, so it's at least visible as opposed to just being there for people who ask. Patreon allows a couple of different ways of donating, though. The creator can either set it up to receive monthly payments or to receive payments per video. And what it is, you can still have a monthly cap on payments per video, so it allows one to set it up like I have, where I'm not the most consistent uploader, so I want to make sure that if somebody's going to be sending their full donation, that I need to have posted as many videos as they're looking for. Basically what this means is that the money it shows on the front page of my profile, that's really all I get on the first video. Most of the donators capped it out after like 1 or 2, sometimes 3 videos, so that reduces down to maybe like 20 bucks by the time I get to 4 or 5. So don't worry, it's not nearly as much money as you're thinking. It's still, most people are treating it as a monthly payment, which I honestly quite appreciate. Those who have been supporting so far, though, it's made a huge difference overall. It's really hard to say just how much I appreciate it. It's the main reason why I've been able to live a lot happier this past year. The reason I started setting it up in the first place is because I was struggling. At that point, I was working 2 jobs, and that meant like 50 to 60 hours a week of work. I was also still doing the weekly streams as much as I could, which means I didn't have a day off. I had 6 days of work, and then I had the 1 day for streaming. I was exhausted. Like, never do that to yourself. It's horrible. I ended up needing both of those jobs just to make ends meet because it's so expensive where I'm living. So that's why I kind of reached out and asked if I could get a little support if possible, and quite frankly, it's made a huge difference. One of those jobs were absolutely terrible. I've never worked at a place where everybody was more miserable. And the environment too was just awful. Anybody with a conscience would just struggle and that type of thing. But yeah, thanks to the support I've gotten, I have been able to get rid of that second job. So now I actually have more time to be posting videos and everything else again. So I can actually, live a little. I still honestly don't make very much. If I put everything together after bills, I might make a slight positive each month if I don't spend any money on myself. So like, don't buy extraneous things or anything. It's the slowest saving you'll ever see. But you know what? It's a hell of a lot better than making a lot of extra money and just suffering constantly. So, honestly, the thing I can really say is just thanks. I'd be in a pretty bad spot if I was still working as much as I was. So I kind of want to spend a little time and thank each of the donators I have at the moment. This Patreon account's been a perfect example of how just a few people can make a big difference. If it wasn't for all these guys, I probably wouldn't even be able to make content at all just from exhaustion and having literally no time at all from working as much as I was. As a result, I want to give a big thanks to each of them. To Raycool, Tyriad, Charles Andrews, Damon Katamaro, Penguinus, Nikiashi, Animus, Daka Popper, Andrew O'Mara, Vermilion Zero, Fidget, Kaya Zaver, Shag, Seraphy Cats, Adam Kraus, Steven, and Bandanistan. It's hard to really find a way to thank each of you enough, but thanks to you guys, I'm able to live a lot happier than I have been, and I'm able to keep producing content here on YouTube. I've even been able to finally start moving forward with some of the things I've been wanting to do with my life, and well, that kind of means the most of all. Earlier this year, I'm finally starting to get a few steps moving forward, and now as a result, I'm actually feeling better than I was. I was feeling kind of strained, honestly, with how I'd been living, but now there's actually forward progress, and that makes such a big difference. The last thing I want to go over real quick, I put a couple of new donation rewards into practice. The first one's likely to be a little bit more permanent. Basically, when I get close to ending a current main project, I'll release a video to patrons that want to take part in this, and they'll be able to vote for which game they want to see next. The second one's a lot more experimental, and I don't know when I'm going to have time for it, so don't feel obligated whatsoever. But we'll see what happens. We'll be able to get some guest commentators on using Discord, and as long as things go smoothly, maybe I'll continue that one. I'm not certain. That's everything I wanted to go over for now, though, so expect a little more advertisement for the Patreon, but not much. Thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for continuing to watch, even as the channel kind of changes and grows. Either way, I'll see you guys in my next project. It'll be starting very soon. I'm just getting the commentary together for the first couple of videos. I'll see you guys there! Bye!